other area, currency management, huge job of managing. Essentially, you are the person who manages currency for India. Huge job. But right now you're faced with a massive threat, or at least so the press says, about integrity of banknotes, because there are lots of forged, fake 500 rupee notes. How large is it? I want you to give a perspective. I don't want you to make it trivial, but I want you to give an honest perspective. How bad is it?
Definitely the incidence of fake notes in the system has increased, but it's nowhere what some of the media reports have carried, because they actually misquoted a figure. They talked about a figure of 1,69,000 crores of fake notes, whereas actually these are actual notes in circulation in 2000. So this figure is absolutely baseless. But what we have found, and this is through the detection in the banking system, because every note that comes back to the system before it gets finally destroyed, we do find out whether it's a fake or not through various places. We find it's been about 3 million to about 3 in a million, 3 notes in a million to about 6 notes in a million.
So it's gone up from 3 500 rupees?
No, it has changed actually.
The denomination would be for 500?
No, I would say in all, 100, 500,000 if you take. Some years it was 3, then it went to 5, then it came down.
And now it's gone how much?
The latest one is about 8 notes in a million.
So it's gone up from 3 to 5 to 8?
It went up and came down again, and it's gone up again.
So where do you think it's coming from?
I think obviously the notes are from the counterfeiters, but this is, like I said, this is not something that we are unmindful of. So the first point that we consider as part of the Reserve Bank is that when notes are surrendered into a banking system, these have to be checked to see whether they are good, and only then got back into the system. Plus, when banks issue currency, either through ATMs or across the counter, the banks have to see to it that they only are going to give good notes.
My last question, we've come to the end, and here's a question which is more sociological. Everywhere in the world, I mean in the Western world, people accept an old soiled note, people accept a slightly torn note, a note that's torn on the sides, no problems, right? What is it in our country where if you give someone a soiled 10 rupee note, he'll say, ye kaam nahi karta?
I think it's all the degree of soilage. What we've been really trying to do is to improve the quality of notes and go to a completely clean, good note policy. I think I've not had an occasion when people have refused the soil note, but what I am trying to do is to try to take out all the soil notes from the system. And
if you haven't had an occasion to review, that means, Usha, you're working so hard that you've never gone to shops for a long, long time. Thank you very much for being on the show.
Thank you.
The Reserve Bank of India ensures the value of your 500 rupee note. Hear the crackling sound of the note paper. On the right, see Mahatma Gandhi's portrait and watermark on the left. A windowed security thread is embedded inside the note. When seen against the light, it is a continuous thread. Touch to ensure the raised printing on the note, known as the intaglio printing. OVI feature on the note that is green to blue color shift used on numerals 500. Ensure the floral pattern with its back-to-back registration. Identification mark can be felt with a touch by the visibly impaired. Hold a note at eye level and see a latent image showing rupees 500. Under a magnifying glass, see the micro lettering of words with the inscription RBI 500 between Mahatma Gandhi's portrait and the vertical band. These security features ensure the value of your 500 rupee note issued by the Reserve Bank of India.